In this library here, I've got images from two different devices, my Sony A7 and then my mobile phone. So the ones from my mobile, those are from the A7, and this is all of them. In addition, there are a series of images that have no lens. These 34 here with the unknown lens happen to correspond with the 34 that came from the mobile phone. These came from a vintage lens that doesn't have the capacity to pass its data or type or f-stop or anything like that. So in this case, I need to tag it for the lens that I used. For starters, okay, select all the images. Run the lens tagger. Grab the appropriate profile. Load it, update the command, and then run it. And what this is doing is it's going to the files themselves and adding in the lens information into the EXIF section of each one of those files. However, that EXIF information is in the file. It's not yet pulled into Lightroom itself. So when this is finished, we'll have to import the metadata into Lightroom. So now that it's done, go to metadata, read metadata from file to show the lens info. Read metadata from file. And now it's associating the metadata with each one of these images. Since I have a filter, I'm filtering right now for all of those images that don't have lens information. That's why they're disappearing. So if I can show all 5 lenses, you can now see I've got those 44 images with the Meyer trial plan. So we want to get all the images, basically no filters. And we want to get the geotagging information. So you can see some of these images are already tagged, and these happen to be the images that I took with the mobile phone. Because the Sony A7 doesn't have a GPS in it. The best way to get the geo information that I've found is just to use the Google location log. These happens to be photographs I took on the 1st of April. So just go to my Google timeline. I have mine set to be visible only to me. You can open it up more. 2016, April 1st. Okay, and this is the timeline from April 1st. Now, one gotcha here is if you change time zones as I did, coming from Central Time into Mountain Time, you need to make sure that the date time on your camera is the same as the date time on your phone, so that Lightroom can then overlay the photographs on this timeline. So to download it, we just export that day to a KML file. For some reason, nobody wants to be able to read a KML file, so we need to convert it to GPX. So it uploads the file, it converts it to a GPX. Now you can download the actual GPX file here, or you can just pick up the the link. And then use another plugin called GeoEncode. This is another excellent plugin. And set it for the URL. And this actually should now be Mountain Time. Now I'm only going to process the unmapped images. I'll leave the GPS information from the phone undisturbed. Oops. I should have selected them all first. Couldn't pick up 4 of them. That's okay. I'm not even going to worry about the error report. Now that in this case, those have all been tagged in the application and they need to be saved out. And refresh the map, and now all the images and locations are updated. And at this point, the images in Lightroom and the metadata in the files themselves should all be synchronized.